know it gets cold in the winter, but we're in the midst of a pretty nice weather spell right now.
Alan, are we ever, right? So far this month here, Bismarck, we've had 2 days in the 40s, one in Minot. The normal for the entire month, about, let's say 4, 5 for Minot and Bismarck. The record, though, in the teens here, so we're definitely not going to have that. But I know starting tomorrow, for many of us, we will see some days in the 40s because of this mild pattern. No Arctic air to be had. It was so cold just last weekend, a week ago today. Now all that cold air back into eastern Canada. We've got Pacific air, no Arctic air. A split flow in that steering mechanism we call the jet stream here, meaning it's keeping all the cold air bottled up toward the north. We'll be getting back into that early next week. Another branch of the jet stream over the southern tier. That just means really good weather for us. All in all, usually a sign of milder conditions. Yeah, high clouds streaming in from the north or northwest, and that's happening right now. That means overnight lows are only going to be in the 20s here, but again, no sign of Arctic air, despite the wind in the upper atmosphere coming from the north. Winds will be increasing here at the surface between about 25 and 35 miles per hour, gusts over 40 for north central and eastern North Dakota by our morning commute. But temperatures right now quite mild. Sydney, you're still above freezing along with Glasgow at 33, 29 in Minot, 26 in Bismarck. A widespread 20s expected for the overnight. The wind increasing after midnight. We don't have any wind right now in Bismarck nor Mobridge, but that'll pick up too. But southwest winds in Minot 15, keeping it a bit on the mild side here for tonight in these areas, which the wind, as mentioned, will be increasing late into the night. Let's take a look at that again. Let's look at the wind gusts here in yellow, maybe upwards of 40 miles per hour by the morning commute here. Otherwise mild. 31 at 8 o'clock in Minot and in Bismarck. So our temperatures are actually going to rise a little bit right before sunrise here. And that just sets the stage for a beautiful Tuesday, despite the wind, more than what we had for today. But widespread 30s across the north by 5 o'clock, 40s here, especially over the southern third of North Dakota into South Dakota, where I think 50s will be a good possibility once again for Mobridge and maybe even Aberdeen. It's all because the pattern at hand here with mild air sweeping in from the west thanks to a strong area of low pressure to our northeast, and that just simply means the wind is not tapping into any Arctic air, but instead this Pacific air. And despite this pressure gradient tightening up, that's why we're going to have the wind here for tomorrow. It's going to be a mild day with temperatures again well above normal in the 30s and 40s and a fair amount of sunshine. We may not see much over northeast North Dakota, but sunshine elsewhere here. And again, like today, but maybe just a little bit windier and a couple degrees warmer. Now by Wednesday morning, more cloud cover can be expected, maybe even a little bit of fog with more lower layer of moisture because of some of that melting snow for tomorrow will recondense in the form of fog for Wednesday morning. And the key to that will just be the lighter wind we've got at play here with temps in the teens and 20s and into the afternoon. A little bit more sunshine, but 30s and 40s on the way. Now, down the road, things begin to change starting this weekend. We're getting back into a colder air mass here the first week of February and perhaps above normal amounts of precipitation by early February standards. That implies, given the colder than normal temps, periods of snow. But I don't see any one single big snowstorm on the way, just some light amounts from time to time. Look at next week, a week from today, high of 8.
Okay, then February is going to feel like January.
I think it's going to be a little bit of a flip-flop for now. Yeah.